Mastering acceptable. Boost your IELTS score. Imagine you're at a job interview and the interviewer asks about your availability. You confidently reply that you're flexible and can work any schedule that's acceptable to the company. But what exactly does acceptable mean? And how can mastering this word help boost your IELTS score? Let's explore this versatile and important word. Word type. Acceptable is an adjective. It's a word used to describe something or someone. Meaning, acceptable means satisfactory or good enough. It describes something that meets the required standards or is suitable for a particular purpose. When something is acceptable, it might not be perfect, but it's sufficient or adequate for the situation at hand. Word history. The word acceptable comes from the Latin word acceptabilis, which means worthy of acceptance. It entered the English language in the 15th century and has been widely used ever since. Antonyms. Some opposites of acceptable include unacceptable, unsatisfactory, inadequate, and inappropriate. These words describe things that don't meet the required standards or are not suitable for a particular situation. Synonyms. Words with similar meanings to acceptable include satisfactory, adequate, suitable, passable, and tolerable. These words all convey the idea of meeting a minimum standard or being good enough for a specific purpose. Examples used in sentences. Let's look at how to use acceptable in different contexts. His performance in the presentation was acceptable, but there's still room for improvement. The quality of the food at the new restaurant was acceptable, though not outstanding. The company's offer was acceptable to the union, and they agreed to end the strike. In formal writing, it's acceptable to use contractions sparingly, but don't overuse them. Common errors in use. One common mistake is confusing acceptable with exceptional. Remember, acceptable means satisfactory or good enough, not excellent or outstanding. Another error is using acceptable when you mean accepted. For example, it's incorrect to say the invitation was acceptable. Instead, you should say the invitation was accepted. Understanding and using the word acceptable correctly can help you express ideas more precisely in your IELTS speaking and writing tasks. It allows you to discuss standards, quality, and suitability in various contexts, from work and education to social situations. Remember, in the IELTS test, using vocabulary accurately and appropriately is key to achieving a higher band score.